the Honda NT700V Deauville. A name that might not ring a bell for everyone in the States, but for those who've owned or ridden one, it's unforgettable. A bike built for the open road, engineered with Honda's signature precision and designed for riders who value practicality just as much as performance. When Honda introduced the NT700V to the US market, it brought something rare, a mid-sized sport touring motorcycle that could do almost everything. Whether you were commuting to work, crossing state lines, or heading out for a weekend trip, this bike felt right at home. It wasn't trying to impress with raw horsepower or aggressive looks. Instead, it focused on what really matters when you're spending hours in the saddle: comfort, smoothness, and reliability. The heart of the NT700V was a 680cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine, producing around 65 horsepower. Not earth-shattering numbers, but that wasn't the point. It delivered its power in the most refined, predictable, and usable way. Twist the throttle, and the response was immediate yet composed, ideal for highway cruising and city traffic alike. One of the NT700V's biggest strengths was its built-in practicality. Integrated saddlebags came standard, something most bikes charged extra for. They were weather-sealed, surprisingly spacious, and even connected through a small internal tunnel so you could carry longer items with ease. It was like Honda designed it for people who actually use their motorcycles, not just polish them on weekends. The ergonomics were spot on. The seat height was approachable, the riding posture was upright and relaxed, and the windscreen offered just enough protection for long rides. Add in shaft drive, clean, maintenance-free, and incredibly durable, and you start to realize how much thought went into every detail of this machine. On the highway, it felt stable and confident. In corners, it handled lighter than you'd expect for a touring bike, and when the road got rough, the suspension soaked up the imperfections with typical Honda smoothness. Everything about it screamed long-term companion rather than short-term thrill. But here's the thing. The NT700V never really found its crowd in the US. Maybe it was too practical for riders chasing power figures, or too modest in design for those seeking flash. It didn't shout for attention. It just quietly did everything right. Today, the NT700V has become somewhat of a hidden gem. Used examples still roam American highways, often with incredibly high mileage, a true testament to Honda's engineering. Owners love them for their bulletproof reliability, comfortable ergonomics, and that sense of calm confidence the bike delivers every single time. In a world of loud, high-strung machines, the NT700V Deauville remains a reminder that touring doesn't always have to be extreme. Sometimes, the best adventures happen at a steady pace, with a machine that just keeps going, mile after mile. The NT700V may not have dominated sales charts, but it earns something far more valuable: respect. Quiet, consistent, and built to last. That's the Honda way.